happened. Let's watch.
Underneath Derek Cope, just clipped him with that right front tire. Local lap car trying to put him a lap down. Boom.
Looked as though as they got sideways, that rear just broke loose. Watch it again.
Eli, you see how low he is on the track. The car gets loose actually before he gets in the corner. It took the air off the spoiler, as we say, and out to the outside wall. Hard lick there on the driver's side.
Might have even gotten those left side tires on the apron and jerked the car around. There goes Mark Martin right there. Going by, just didn't make it.
Off into turn one, and the right front goes. Seen some big impacts today. It's such a big hit. It's so surprising to me too, because we've just been talking about it for the last several laps about the clean air that he's enjoyed. And
one thing you wonder, Junior, is with the cooler temperatures, right? It's gotten
more speed.
Yeah, it's probably faster than it was. Clean air, just carrying so much speed. You just wonder if that, that extra pressure on the tires.
And you have to acknowledge that his teammate Jones had an issue.
Yep.
The 18, Kyle Busch, talked about having a vibration just before Jones had his accident. I really wish we could show you what this racetrack surface looks like and how those grooves are cut.
Our Legion Travel Chevrolet was unbelievable tonight. We had to start in the back. Obviously, drove to the front and had to come from the back again just because the way the pit sequence worked out. And just proud of everybody at GMS Racing, GMS Fabrication, all the guys at the shop. They build awesome trucks. Just this thing was fun to drive tonight, and it's just unfortunate that sometimes you can't race like you want to.
Thank you, Johnny.
Johnny Sauter has already won one.
He just got up on the outside of the 60. They were coming off of 4. The 60's got a little bit loose. Well, 42 got real loose and got in the wall and took the 60 out. But
yeah, 42. But the 60 car, that's where Wally, like you had said, the 60 car looks loose. Right in that place, right there. And you see the 60, he gives him room. The 42 just gets up in the outside wall, bounces off and gets in the car.
Just hooked him in the right. And you're right. Carl gave the 42 plenty of room, but it wasn't.
Many rear tires. Looks like Bowman did not launch very well. Kyle Busch made a move. Bowman went to block. I don't know. From that view, it almost looked like the 20 came down.
I mean, the 88 had the wall to his left. This would be another good shot at. Exactly right, though, Jeff. The 88 spins the tires. He's blocking 18, being aggressive, has to protect that position. He successfully blocks here, but he's as low as he can be. The 20 definitely comes down the track. The question is, what kind of speed was the 88 carrying? Was it too much speed to make the corner? I can't tell from that angle.
And where are the spotters here? This is a great view right here. See the 88 wiggling on the bottom. This Matt Kenseth comes way down the racetrack. Listen, remember when we talked about the spotters are?
Side by side heading down into turn one. They are connected to the 20 wiggles. I don't think really Reddick did anything wrong, nor did Christopher Bell. That was actually into turn two. He tries to get on the door of the 20, which is, I think, what Reddick has to do. That's how you win the race. And Christopher Bell stays in the gas because that's what he has to do. And it's just not enough grip in the 20 car. You see the wiggles as he goes up the racetrack. Guess what? Reddick's there. So Reddick may have said on the radio that he took responsibility. I don't blame him at all. I'm blaming the 20, but it's not like he meant to. He just lost control of his car down there at the bottom.
Really very similar to what we saw a little bit ago with Austin Cindric and Brandon Jones, right? Car on the outside, kind of takes the air off the car on the inside. And
car coming down and coming across. Now watch the right side of your screen, the 42 and 48.
Hamlin gets out, and he's trying to cut down and cut that spot off there. Montoya was there.
Yeah, and he was getting a good push from Jimmy. You see, that's where the damage comes from, the end of that pit wall. If he just could have slid just a little bit farther, he'd have been okay.
Mark Martin's vantage point looking down, and you see the contact there as Hamlin goes sliding.
I don't really understand it. If you're wanting to protect that inside, why don't you get down there and start there? He had his choice as to where to start, so I think that right there was just a mistake by Denny Hamlin.
Just a slight miscalculation.
Yeah.
There's the impact against the end of the pit wall. Pretty significant impact. Remember, that even though the restart, they're still going well over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, man, if he could have just gone just another foot or two, he could have missed that and had no damage at all. Tough break for Hamlin. So you probably get a lot of draft. Mark's catching a pull off of these two cars running in front of him. Catches them just a little quicker than he anticipated.
I actually think Mark thought he could give Carl just a little bit of a push right there, enough of a tap that it wouldn't do this, wouldn't create this situation, but it would be enough of a situation maybe to try to propel them by the 88.
Looking over from
to the top lane behind the 88.
Carl Edwards' 60 car, Keselowski, as there's the contact.
Mark, right at the back of us there. Watch your inside. Keep.
Yeah, even though we're going, you call this the front stretch, it's still a tri-oval, and so you're actually having to turn the car right there. And so the car gets a little bit light, and you get just a little bit. You can see Carl actually turning a little bit to the left to go through the dog leg. And just as he was doing that, Mark Martin got into
the 12 car, David Stremme.
Yeah, just Newman went in there really deep. You can see he even got on the gas a little bit after he initially got on the brakes. Watch here. He goes in, and then you see another surge right here. And then the car just slides up the racetrack and gets into Tony. And that smoke is not from the tires, that's from Tony's helmet.
Full speed. And Tony made some contact with the outside retaining wall. Another look at it. These both, like pirouettes, just spin, and Mike, boom, catches the wall with the right rear. The front comes around, and Ruttman goes down to the inside.
Now, somewhere through the field will come Bliss to take the lead. Here's how it started.
Going into turn 3, and we see Ruttman just gets loose. Goes up, they make contact, they both spin, and Ruttman goes down. Does he hit the inside wall?
Doesn't look like it. It's like he comes back around and keeps it out of the concrete. If you're looking from the grandstand, here's how it looked. The contact that helps decide the race. Look at the thumbs up. Everybody has a different opinion.
But Tony clears him. Wow. That's a tough deal right there.
Boy, is that Wally?
Yeah, on the inside, down the grass.
Wow.
See, Nemechek thinks he's on the outside of Tony. He thinks he has a lane there, but there's only about basically a half lane. What'd you say, Chad?
Yeah, they're racing hard.
Yeah, they're just racing hard.
Racing hard right there. Tony's trying to protect his position right there on the racetrack, and Joe's trying to get it. And that's what happens sometimes.
So Tony Stewart will watch Wally go by. Watch this in the grass. Oh. So just think, what, 5 minutes ago I was congratulating Tony on his first NASCAR Busch Series victory.
That's a wild ride right there.
Yeah, that's scary coming back through all that traffic.
The season, let's show it to you again out of turn 2.
He never touched him.
I'm not sure he even touched him.
Never touched him. That was what we were talking about when a car gets directly up under another car.
Look at LaJoy got up against the fence too, buddy. I don't know how hard, but he got against the fence a little bit. Look at that cameraman run. Whoa. Buckshot nosed it into the inside retaining wall pretty strongly. Yep.
You know, that's the wonderful thing about a good replay.
See Suarez on the outside. Watch Christopher Bell. Watch that Ford truck right side of your screen. Is he going to make a little contact? He does with Suarez.
So Bell gets into the back end of his own teammate, Daniel Suarez, and that's what knocked Suarez into the 88 of Matt Crafton. Wow.
Yeah, that was a mistake that was made on pit road, followed by one on the track. And watch the job he does slipping through after causing that mess. He's able to get through. Spencer Gallagher hit the outside wall. John Hunter Nemechek slipped through as well.
Let's go on board with that 88 truck of Matt Crafton.
Boy, this is going to hurt.
Outside 51, outside. You and him, half back to the floor on the bottom with you. Trying to back from there. 51 still out there.
Take a look at it now on board of the...
Crossed the stripe, but Rick Mast was right there on the outside, and then Brett's car got out from under him.
Got out from under him. Rick Mast spins, and we see all the cars going by on the inside. And Mark Martin, what a great job he's doing saving that automobile. Kawicki turned the car left. Now here comes, who is that yellow car? Is that 41?
I believe it.
Is that Hud Strickland in the Kellogg's Cornflakes car? We see Kyle Petty going right through the middle of that. Here's another angle. What happens is that Rick Mast on the outside of Brett Bodine takes all the cushion away, and he's not able to get any air.
And Earnhardt ran right up under Brett Bodine, which took the air off the spoiler, and the cushion was gone from the outside. He didn't have anything to lean on.
No, he had no air at all to lean on.
From Airship Shamu hovering overhead. Good perspective of the crash and how most people avoid it. There is Hut Strickland's contact with Brett Bodine.
You see some sheet metal going across, and there is that Rich Bickle. Looks like Rich Bickle spinning out.